The Chrysler PT Cruiser remains one of the most polarizing vehicles in automotive history. Introduced in 2000 and discontinued in 2010, it defied conventional classification, blending elements of a hatchback, wagon, and retro-inspired hot rod. Even in 2025, the PT Cruiser continues to have a dedicated fan base, with enthusiasts preserving and modifying these quirky cars. While it may not be the most technologically advanced or high-performance vehicle, it possesses a charm that refuses to fade. Designed by Brian Nesbitt, the PT Cruiser was initially conceived as a Plymouth model but was ultimately branded as a Chrysler after the Plymouth division was phased out. Its retro-futuristic styling drew inspiration from 1930s American automobiles, particularly hot rods and gangster-era sedans. With its high roofline, rounded fenders, and bold front grille, it stood out on the road like few other vehicles of its time. While some admired its vintage aesthetic, others found it unconventional, but there was no denying its uniqueness. Under the hood, the PT Cruiser was never intended to be a high-performance machine. Most models were equipped with a 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, producing modest power outputs ranging from 150 to 180 horsepower, depending on the variant. A turbocharged version offered a slight performance boost, making it a favorite among those seeking a bit more excitement. However, acceleration and handling were not its strongest attributes. It was designed more for practicality and comfort rather than speed or sporty driving dynamics. One of the PT Cruiser's biggest selling points was its spacious and versatile interior. Despite its compact dimensions, the tall roof and boxy shape provided ample headroom and cargo space. The rear seats were removable, allowing for significant cargo hauling capability, making it an attractive option for small families, city dwellers, and even some businesses. It was a car that blended style with utility in a way that few vehicles have managed to replicate. Despite its strong early sales, the PT Cruiser's appeal began to wane as the years went by. By the mid-2000s, consumer preferences shifted towards more modern and fuel-efficient vehicles, and the PT Cruiser started to feel outdated. Chrysler attempted to revive interest with various special editions, including the GT Turbo, Dream Cruiser, and Sunset Boulevard Edition, but the novelty had worn off. By 2010, production ceased, marking the end of an era for this unusual car. Even today, the PT Cruiser maintains a cult following. Enthusiast groups, online forums, and car clubs continue to celebrate the vehicle, with many owners customizing their cruisers to enhance performance, improve styling, or lean further into the hot rod aesthetic. Some go for aggressive turbo upgrades, while others embrace the car's nostalgic charm with unique paint jobs and retro-themed modifications. It's a car that allows for a high level of personalization, making it beloved in certain automotive circles. In the used car market, PT Cruisers remain affordable, though prices for well-maintained or low-mileage models have been creeping upward due to their growing status as a collector's item. While they are not considered classic cars in the traditional sense, their distinct design and historical significance make them a favorite among those who appreciate unique automobiles. Finding parts is still relatively easy, thanks to Chrysler's widespread availability of replacement components, though some specialty parts may require extra effort to locate. From a practical standpoint, the PT Cruiser does have its drawbacks. The fuel economy is subpar compared to modern compact cars, and the interior materials, while functional, don't offer the level of refinement found in today's vehicles. Some models also suffered from reliability issues, particularly with the automatic transmission and electrical components. However, for those willing to maintain and care for their PT Cruiser, it remains a distinctive and fun vehicle to own. In the grand scheme of automotive history, the Chrysler PT Cruiser represents a bold experiment, one that may not have had lasting mainstream success but has certainly earned its place as a memorable and beloved oddity. While many cars from the early 2000s have faded into obscurity, the PT Cruiser continues to turn heads, spark conversations, and carve out a niche among collectors and enthusiasts. Whether loved or loathed, it remains one of the most unforgettable vehicles Chrysler ever produced.